to 69th Everest Day 2022. Today we are honored to have prominent personalities attending this event, including members of parliament, ambassadors, mountaineers, community leaders, Mayor of Auckland, Phil Goff, our lovely audience, and of course those watching us live on Facebook. My name is Alina Raul-Bista and I am your MC for this afternoon. One more time, welcome to 69th Everest Day 2022. Before we proceed, I would just like to start with a quick health and safety briefing. Now, let's be kind to all our guest speakers, let's be kind to our lovely audience, let's be kind to our performers. May I please request Lady June Hillary to do the honors, and also may I please request Mr. Udam Adhikari and Dinesh Karka to assist for this ceremony. नेपाल र न्युजिल्यान्डको राष्ट्रिय गीतबाट हामी कार्यक्रमको सुरुवात गर्न गइरहेका छौँ। कृपया आफ्नो सिटबाट उठिनु हुन आग्रह गर्न चाहन्छु।
Let us pray. E te matua kāra wa whakapaine tātou te rā nei. Tui e te rangi e tū nei, tui e te papa e takoto nei. Tui e ki ngā herenga tāngata karo mo te pō kāra mo te ao. Tui e ki a tātou e whakamau mahara ki i nei te toko ruara ko Tenzing Norgay Raua ko Sir Edmund Hillary. Me ki whakapai tōna whānau. Kei koneke Lady Hillary, kei koneke Peter. Me te whānei ko whakairi nei i runga i te kaupapa whakaharahara i e nei mau mahara. Me ki whakapai tātou ngā kai whakarite o tēnei Queen, Synod, Ude, me Dinesh, me wane komiti whakahaere e whakahaere i nei ngā momo mahi kei wainga tātou e pā. Whakamauri tia ngā ua o tātou ngā whānui o tātou i nei rā taumaha me ki piki te ora ki ngā hunga māuiwi kei roi kei wainga tātou i pā. Nā te rangatiratanga te kaha me te kroria ake, amen. It is indeed a pleasure to be with you, and I just want to acknowledge our distinguished guests. Firstly, Lady Hillary. Lady Hillary, I understand that it is your birthday in 2 weeks' time. And happy birthday in advance. and many happy returns to you. 92, if you want to know. Your worship, the Mayor. Thank you, Phil. Always with us, and we wish you all the best on your journey. We acknowledge your leadership for Tāmaki Makaurau and the wider council, and Piki Te Ora ki a koe, Peter, Hillary, Chris, tēnā koutou tātou whakairi nei, the committee, organising committee of Dinesh, Udhav and Binno. Hey, kia ora. And your wider family, thank you so much for organising here today. Bakshi, always with our community, Kōrua, and Anya Norsai, Melissa. It is great to celebrate. I've been missing these events for 2 years. In the meantime, I've lost all my teeth, not through climbing mountains, but through a problem that I had. But acknowledge that we're able to come here to celebrate with all of us, and that is the important thing, is to celebrate and to tell our stories to the wider community that we shall never forget. The heroism, the task of conquering Mount Everest back in the days. I think this is the 69th anniversary, am I right? 69th. And celebrating is a tremendous thing for the human spirit. And I just want to acknowledge everyone for coming here tonight. And may the prayers that we have said will bless everyone today. May the memories of those who have passed on give us a strength for all of those people that are in front of us here today, Lord. Nō reira, me ki wākene mahi ki tāmaki Ngāti Whātua o Rākei. And just want to acknowledge the passing of Joe Hawke, Takaparawa Bastion Point, a big milestone that he left where Ngāti Whātua had no land and now have a small part of the Tūranga Waiwai Bank. Koe no, tēnā tātou.
Thank you so much. Everest Day 2022, yes. It's end of May, almost end of May, and I still am not quite used to calling it 2022, but anyways, this is a collective initiative of Nepali diaspora in New Zealand, coordinated by NRNA New Zealand. This Auckland event is organized by NRNA New Zealand, New Zealand Nepal Society, New Zealand Nepalese Association, New Zealand Nepal Chamber of Commerce, Himalayan Trust, and supported by Embassy of Nepal, Canberra, and Nepal Tourism Board. I now would like to request Mr. Uddhav Adhikari, President of NRNA New Zealand, to officially welcome the event.
Thank you, Alina. Namaste, kia ora, and good afternoon. I myself, Uddhav Adhikari, as the President of NRNA New Zealand, would like to welcome Honorable Hilgo, Mayor of the Auckland, Member of Parliament, Miss Melissa Lee, Lady June Hillary, Mr. Meng Poon, Race Relation Commissioner, Peter Hillary, Chairman of the Himalayan Trust, Mr. Kulbahadur Magar, Acting Ambassador of Nepal to New Zealand, Peter Gibbs, Consular General of Nepal for New Zealand, media persons and other dignitaries, Coordinator of Everest Day Organizing Committee, Mr. Vinod Acharya, Member of the Organizing Committee, Dr. Sanjay Marasini, Dr. Roshan Khadka, Mr. Sridhar Basnyat, Mr. Kamal Bhatrai, Mr. Pramesh Devkota, Mr. Vishnu Vikram Sahi, Mr. Dinesh Khadka, Alina Rao, MC of the program, Mr. Vikas Pokhrel, General Secretary of NRNA New Zealand, and all guests who are present to observe 69th Everest Day. It is a day to remember the first successful ascent to the top of the world, Mount Everest, by Sir Ed Hillary and Tenzing Norgay. We want to express our respect to them and appreciate and recognize all climbers with various records thereafter. After successful climbing, Sir Ed established Himalayan Trust to help people who live on and around the base of the Everest for their education, health and awareness. Himalayan Trust is continuously raising funds to help the people of Solokhumbu area. NRNA New Zealand is also trying to raise some funds during Everest Day. Thanks to all who are contributing to Himalayan Trust. Welcome to all persons of Everest Day Organizing Committee, EC members of NRNA New Zealand, past EC members and founding president Mr. Baburaja Mahardan of NRNA New Zealand, volunteers, cultural performers, media persons, Himalayan Trust, various Nepali organizations, and all guests for their support and presence. Welcome to you all, hoping that you will enjoy the program. Thank you very much. Namaste.
Ashula Adhikari and Anita Pandey. Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor. So the items that will be auctioned today are, the first item is a framed $5 note signed by Sir Ed, and the second item would be portraits of Sir Ed and Tenzing Norgay Sherpa. I would now like to call Mr. Mayor to come up on stage and share a few words with us. Thank you. And also, I'd like to request Mr. Uddhav Adhikari to hand over the token of love to Mr. Mayor.
Namaste, kia ora tātou, tēnei te mihi nui kia koutou. Good afternoon and happy Everest Day. It's great to be here to celebrate this really important occasion. It's great for me to be in this room because I've got a secret I can share with you that 41 years ago I got selected as the Labour candidate for Mount Roskill in this hall. 41 years ago, that's quite a long time. The other secret I have to share with you is that I was born approximately just over 3 weeks after the ascent of Everest. So I never forget what anniversary it's going to be because it coincides with my birthday. Not quite at the level that you've reached, Lady June, but 69 in just 3 weeks' time. Not part of my self-image really, but age creeps up on you. Look, can I first of all acknowledge all of the esteemed guests here today. Melissa Lee, a Member of Parliament, Ibrahim Omar, I think, is coming a little later. Michael Wood sends his apologies via me because he's at a conference in Whangarei, but he would love to be here. Uddhav Adhikari and all of the leaders and members of the Nepali community. Great to be with you on this very special day for you today. Lady June, I've already acknowledged. Peter Hillary, Chair of the Himalayan Trust. Great that you are here, Peter. Meng Foon, once a mayor, and now Race Relations Commissioner. Thank you, Meng, for the work that you do and your service to all of our communities in New Zealand, making sure that we have this inclusive community that we're proud to call, all of us proud to call home. Can I acknowledge Peter Gibbs, our Honorary Consul, and can I also acknowledge Kul Maga from the Embassy in Canberra. Thank you for making the effort to come all this way to be with us to represent Nepal on this occasion. The first thing that we are doing today, obviously, is celebrating 69 years ago on the 29th of May the ascent of Everest and the first two people to reach the summit, Tenzing Norgay and Ed Hillary. And it says something about the relationship between those two men that neither would ever tell us who got to the summit first. But from that ascent came an enduring friendship, not just between Tenzing and Ed, but between our two countries, as we celebrated that fact, and it's been a bond that has held us together as two countries. Secondly, I'd like to acknowledge Ed himself. It's great that we're auctioning a $5 note. I went down with Ed to Antarctica in 2004. We had a week down there, and I said, look, I've just come up with this fantastic idea, Ed. Would you be able to sign a $5 note with your picture on it? Have you ever been asked to do that before? And he looked at me and he said, thousands of times. So they're not unique, but they're very special. So I hope that signature goes for a good price to raise money for a very good cause here. But I want to acknowledge in Ed, not simply that he created that feat of being one of the first two people on Everest, but for the man that he was. A very decent man, a man of integrity, a man who was modest, but most of all a man that never forgot the Nepali people. Would have been easy just to say, I climbed Everest and great, that's made me famous. Ed didn't do that. He went back time and again to build schools, to build health clinics. That was a measure of the man, and a man that we are very proud to call a New Zealander. So Ed, we still miss you. Haere, haere, haere atura. Moi mai, moi mai, moi mai. Can I also say that while we're celebrating Everest Day, we are also here celebrating the contribution that you, the Nepali community, make to Tamaki Makaurau and to Aotearoa. Thank you for that contribution. Thank you for adding the richness of your culture to the diversity that is our city. And thank you for the hard work that you contribute to our community as you build better lives for your families, but also make this a better city. I'm immensely proud as Mayor of Auckland of the fact that we have 180 different ethnic communities in Tamaki Makaurau, 180. And we celebrate that diversity as something that enriches us, not something that divides us. We celebrate the fact that we in this city are the largest Maori city in the world and the largest Polynesian city in the world. But that immense multiculturalism that we have in our country and in our city is something to be proud of. Finally, I want to say this, that the Nepali Association has a very special role to play, and that is to ensure that as your children grow up here in this city and this country, they never forget the culture that they came from, that they keep alive the culture of their forebears, so that they grow up being proud Kiwis, but they also grow up being proud Nepalis. So thank you to the Nepali Association for what you do. Great to be here today to celebrate Everest Day, to celebrate the Nepali community. Please enjoy the day. Make sure it's a memorable one, and it's fantastic to be here with you today. Nō reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor, and here's wishing you a very happy birthday in advance. We now would like to play video messages of political leaders from New Zealand and Nepal. It is an honor and a pleasure to have received the messages from all our leading political leaders. We have received Everest Day special wishes from Tourism Minister of Nepal, Mr. Prem Bahadur Ale, from Mr. Christopher Luxon, leader of the opposition party and leader of National Party, Gaurav Sharma, MP Hamilton West, Vanushi Walter, MP Upper Harbour, MP Ibrahim Omar, and MP Naisa Chen.
I am Prem Mahathir Anik, Minister of Culture, Tourism and Civil Aviation. I am delighted to know that the non-resident Nepali Association NRNA, New Delhi, along with other Nepali community organizations, is organizing every...
Namaskar, I'm Vanushi Walters, I'm the Member of Parliament for Upper Harbour and I'm the Chair of Labour's Ethnic Caucus. We just wanted to wish all of those who celebrate Everest Day a warm celebration this year.
To hand over the token of love to Mr. Peter Hillary and Mr. Lincoln Tan, and then we will proceed with the door talk.
Hello, can you hear me from the back? Yes. Hi. Okay, my name is Lincoln, and I'm sharing the stage with the most famous person in this room. I'm Lincoln. I'm a reporter with the New Zealand Herald. If you don't know who I am, it's fine, because half the time I don't know who I am myself. And until a few minutes ago, I didn't even know I was supposed to be on stage doing this. And one of the things that Dinesh told me was I was supposed to ask you questions that are not normally asked. Because what he said was, over the years, people in this room would have known about the Himalaya Trust. They know who you are. I mean, you're world famous in New Zealand and the world, actually. So, Peter, maybe we'll start with the story that we did in the Herald. On your vision, your dream for Everest Day, and what you hope or think this could become.
Well, thank you, Lincoln. I think it's a wonderful opportunity for us in New Zealand to make this a recurring celebration, Everest Day, because it's the 29th of May. It memorializes the first ascent of Mount Everest by my father, Ed Hillary, and Tenzing Norgay. And I think one of the great things about it is this was an incredible partnership. There are lots of famous people around the world, and they tend to be one individual, but this was a partnership by two great mountaineers to accomplish the first ascent of Mount Everest. But it was also a partnership of two countries, New Zealand and Nepal. Small, mountainous countries with practical, hard-working people who worked well together to achieve this incredible goal. And I think that's all the more reason that it does become an important part in our calendar. I know that any suggestion to make it an official holiday, my father would be absolutely appalled, because he felt there were quite enough holidays already. But to remember what they did and to inspire, subsequent generations to get out there and take on big challenges themselves. So I'm all for Everest Day. And it's actually, the timing is rather remarkable, because when you consider they got to the top at 11:30 Nepal time, it means that they're probably about to climb the Hillary step on the way to the top right now, 69 years ago.
That is incredible. Now, here's a question for the kids, because I didn't know what questions to ask you, and I was speaking to someone at the back who's a Nepali child who grew up here, never been to the Everest, and I asked him what he thought, what his picture of Everest was, and he said, the Yeti lives there. Can you tell me about whether you believe in the Yeti? What's the most dangerous thing you've encountered while climbing the mountain, and what lessons can children take from your adventures?
Well, look, firstly, the Yeti is very much a strong part of sort of the mythologies of many of the mountain people. I think it's largely a belief that came out of Tibet, and the Sherpas certainly believe strongly in it. And most of their traditional paintings, if you look carefully, looking over a high ridgeline on one of the pictures, there'll be this large, hairy Yeti appearing. And my father's expedition in 1960-61, they were doing a whole lot of things. They were doing high-altitude physiological research, they were climbing mountains, they built the first school up in the Everest area. But one of the other things that they were going to do is to go looking for the Yeti, to look for evidence. And look, they did find evidence, but I think it comes down to how you want to believe it, how you want to interpret it.
Okay, I've been told I've only got 6 minutes, so this is the last question, and it's probably the most important. You can't ask Lincoln to come up here on stage and not ask this question. Tell me about, you know, you've been to Nepal so many times, and we've spoken to this about this at your house too. What's your favorite Nepalese food? What's the dish, and what, yeah, I mean, when you go to the Nepalese restaurants here, what is a must try?
Look, my favourite Nepalese food, and frankly I'd be happy eating it every day, is dal bhat takari.
Can you describe it for us?
Dal bhat takari is a lovely mixture of dal, which is of course lentils, rice, and takari, well, there's lots of different recipes, but generally a variety of vegetables with curry. But you know, for a climber, it's the perfect food. And all the strong Nepali climbers up high on Everest, they make dal bhat in their pressure cookers up there, and that's what fuels them to climb this mountain. It's the best stuff, it really is.
Wow. Okay, we've got 20 seconds. Can you tell me just one thing that we don't know about Pizza Hillary?
Well, look, I mean, I guess one thing you don't know about me is that I have not been to Nepal for 2 years. You probably haven't been there either. But I am hoping to get back to Kathmandu and up into the Solu Khumbu region later in the year, and it's something I'm really looking forward to. It feels like a long, long time.
On behalf of the Nepalese people, thank you so much for everything that you've been doing and, you know, continuing your father's legacy and you know, helming the trust. I think it's really benefiting both New Zealand and Nepal. And ladies and gentlemen, just as we round off, can we give Peter Hillary a big round of applause, please? Thank you so much. I love the Nepalese culture of giving us presents before we do our work. Thank you.
Very nice. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you.
I am also looking forward to go back to Nepal later this year, and I would also like to call upon Ms. Ranu Tamrakar to hand over a token of love. She is the president of NZNA.
Namaste, good afternoon, Kiora. First of all, let me acknowledge our distinguished guest here. First of all, allow me to acknowledge today's chief guest, Lady June Hillary and MB Melissa Lee, Mayor of Auckland Field Golf. Recently left Peter Hillary and Peter James Gibbs. Adhikari, the NRNA president. First of all, I would like to begin with expressing a profound gratitude to NRNA New Zealand for organizing this grand program along with other Nepalese societies. Allow me to congratulate all the hosts for this grand program. On behalf of the embassy and on my own, I would like to sincerely appreciate the host of this program for this outstanding and thoughtful arrangement made here to mark the 69th anniversary of the summit of Mount Everest. Needless to say that Mount Everest, Sagarmatha, also known as the roof of the world, is magnificently standing high in our motherland, Nepal. But that Mount Everest was unknown to most of the people of the world before this day, 29th May, and the year 1953. But the two legendary heroes, two legendary figures, the one of them the son of Nepal, Tenzing Norgay Sherpa, and the pride of New Zealand, Sir Edmund Hillary, conquer the unknown and the highest peak of the world. Actually, this climbing the mountain is not an easy task. We general layman people cannot even imagine of it. But these two legendary figures made it really successful. So it is said that the proof of patience and perseverance can conquer the mountain is in true sense and correctly replicated in their endeavors. So we can learn a lesson from them that hard work is finally paid off. Another takeaway that I think in my opinion, we can get from their endeavors and from their success is that the mutual collaboration, mutual assistance is a key to any success. A person from New Zealand, miles away from Nepal, who had a strong passion to climb the Mount Everest, came to be successful with the assistance, with the help of Tenzing Norgay Sherpa, a local man who knew the ground reality and the ecosystem of Mount Everest. These kinds of collaborations, I think, should be translated in other sectors also. Especially, I think, in my opinion, investment sector. New Zealand have its technological know-how, finance, skills, etc. And Nepal, it has virgin fertile land for the investment. There is huge potentiality of investment there, huge markets around internal and external, being between the huge countries like China and Nepal, there are huge potentiality of the investment. So I think and also request the businessman of New Zealand and the businessman of Nepal should jointly invest, and definitely they'll get success as Hillary and Sir Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay Sherpa. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I would like to appreciate the New Zealand, NRNA New Zealand and all the societies, Nepalese societies here. They are doing really great work to represent Nepal here in New Zealand and to showcase Nepal here in New Zealand and to preserve and promote the culture and festivals of Nepal here in New Zealand, to help the communities, people here in New Zealand. So really, really hats off to the New Zealand NRNA and all the societies. And they are the real representatives of Nepal in New Zealand. The embassy of Nepal is very far away from here, but these organizations have fulfilled the absence of our embassy here in New Zealand. And secondly, I would also like to commend and compliment the Himalayan Trust from its initiatives that fund, and its team is engaging itself to help the Nepali people, especially living in the upland, in the upper land of the Nepal. So, in my knowledge, it has not left any stone unturned to engage itself in welfare activities of Nepali people. So much thank to the team Himalayan Trust. Finally, I wish you all the happy Everest Day and wish long live Nepal and New Zealand relationship. Thank you all.
Thank you very much. For those who have just joined us, one more time, welcome. We are celebrating Everest Day, 69th Everest Day. Everest Day is being celebrated to recognize the friendship between Nepal and New Zealand that was forged at the top of the world on 29th of May, 1953. We are now going to play a video message, and then I am going to read out a text message that we have received from two mountaineers. So first we have Dr. Mark Engler.
10th of May. In 2006 I became the first double amputee to ascend Everest. And the reality is that the reason that all of us can ascend Everest now is because of the courage and the skill and the commitment of two people and the team behind them, of Ed Hillary and Tenzing Norgay. So for me it's very much a time of remembrance, it's a time of thankful. So I'm remembering so many of my friends. I haven't been able to get back to Nepal for some years now, thanks to that little bug that's running around. We'll be back there in November 2023. Back there to catch up with friends, carry on the work that we're doing with Limbs for All, both at the SIRC with spinal patients and with Limb Care in Nepal. Well, enjoy the day. For me, I think I'm missing the food. You know, that's such an integral part. So if you see this on the 29th of May, be assured that in the Ingalls household there'll be handmade momos for anyone that drops by. Have a great Everest Day. Thank you.
Moving on, we have received a text message from a very famous personality. Nirmal Purja, famously known as Nimsdai, who is one of the most groundbreaking mountaineers of our generation. He is multi-world record-breaking mountaineer, and also he is the person who has proven to be a living example of the statement, nothing is impossible. It was very kind of him to send us a text message, and I am going to read out his message. Here it goes. Greetings from the Big Mountains. I am currently with my team doing the Big Mountain cleanup. I would like to call upon Alicia, Anu, Samhita, and Vimala.
Good evening. So I'm here to run the first auction for Tenzing Insolvent project. If you missed what we are doing, because do you mind showing the project to all of the audience, please? This is what we are selling now. So this is a donation for cause. This is a limited edition numbered print called A Moment in History, which symbolizes the celebration of the 50th anniversary of the ascent of Everest, and is signed by Sir and the artist Craig Pinrose. The print is a montage depicting crucial moments of the climb, positioned around the portraits of Tenzing and Sir Ed. As you can see, it's such a beautiful portrait, and the print has been reproduced using the highest quality printing material. A certificate of authenticity accompanies the print, which is also signed by Sir Ed. And interesting, this is a priceless portrait, but we thought you may want to buy it, so we have kept the minimum. The best price is just $1,500. Okay, so minimum price $1,500. I can see many enthusiastic faces in here. This is the luckiest person to get it. It will look very beautiful in your living room. Anybody? Maybe someone from the first row? $1,500? Anybody on that corner? From this corner? $1,500. Yeah, we have a buyer. We have a buyer here. Okay. On the phone. They are bidding on the phone. Anybody? Anybody want to top up? On top of $1,500? No? Yeah, you can take your time. You can take your time. You can come back to me whenever you are ready. From the back, I can hear any noise. Nothing. Because $1,500 one. This is a second count. $1,500 two. And just before that, so the price, whatever we get today, it goes to Himalayan Trust. Okay, and the donors will receive the portraits as it is here. 1550. See, that's the spirit. 1550. Anybody? 1551. 1552. 1600. Come on, that's the spirit. Yeah. I want to hear more noise. Anybody? Maybe $2,000. Anybody there? Yeah? 2,000. Let's take a lot of money because this is the priceless stuff we are selling today. $1,600. One. 1750. 1751. Yeah, come on. Anybody wants to put 17 or 18? Let's hear 1800. Come on, 1800. 1751. I don't think you want to miss this such a beautiful portrait. Think once. Think one more time. 1752. This is the final call. Yeah, I can see a hand raised over there. What's the money? What's the amount? $2,000. $2,000. Yeah. Anybody? $2,000. Anybody want to get $50 more? 2050? Yeah? From this corner, I can't get anything from this side, maybe on the back. Somebody hiding in the corner who want to put $2,050? $2,050. One. $2,050. Two. You want to add more? Think. Oh, it's already 50. Yeah, you tell me 2052. $2 more. Yeah, $2,052. $2 more. Yeah? $2,052 1. $2,052 2. Yeah. Last chance. Last chance. $2,052 2. Come on, you can add $5 more. $5 more. $2,057. 2060. 2061. How much? 2065. 2065. Yeah. 2065. 1. Anybody there? We are in 2065. 2065. 2. You have to go $1 more. 2100. 2100. 2101. You want to add $5 more? 2100 plus $5. 2100 plus $5. Maybe $10 more. $2 more. 2100 $10. 2100 2100 $10. Go for it. 2100 plus $10. Do you want to add $90 more? $90 more. $2,200. 2,000 plus $200. Any more challenges? Okay. $2,200. 1. $2,200. 2. How much is that? 2,500? $2,250. $2,250. $2,250. 2. Final call. Final call. $2,250. 2. Where is it in the final call? $2,250. Anybody want to add $10 maybe? No? It's the difference. I mean, $250 and $260 almost the same. $2,250. $2,250. 3. So, congratulations. So, we would like to hand over the sold item to the winner by the hands of Lady Junior. So please come forward. We want to see your face. Everyone, please give him a loud applause. He deserves a lot. Congratulations. The portrait comes with the certificate of authenticity. Thank you so much. Thank you. And I mentioned earlier, all the amount goes to the Himalayan Trust. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much. That was pretty intense, and congratulations to the winner. I still have second chance. Now I I would like to call upon our guest for a second round of Dual Talk. This Dual Talk would be hosted by Ms. Jessica, who is the Ethnic Responsiveness Manager for New Zealand Police. And we have participant Ms. Melissa Lee, who is MP New Zealand National Party, and also I would like to request Mr. Dinesh Khadka, President of New Zealand Nepal Chamber of Commerce, to hand over the Tokyo Club before we start the Dual Talk.
While we are waiting for Melissa, Namaste and good afternoon, Ni Hao. I'm Jessica Kwan. I'm the Ethnic Responsiveness Manager for the New Zealand Police for Tamaki Makaurau. I'd like to introduce to you and acknowledge Superintendent Rakesh Naidu. Can you please stand up? Can you please wave to our friends? So very proud to inform you that Superintendent Rakesh Naidu is the first Asian superintendent in the New Zealand Police. And also my other colleague, Inspector George Fanamanu. Can you please stand up? I think many of you have met District Commander Superintendent Karen Nautis. So she sends her apologies today. And so Inspector George Fanamanu is attending on her behalf. Alright? So, Sister Melissa?
You're there?
Yeah.
Namaskar.
So the same with...
I like the coat. He says he likes my coat. I came in with another jacket and he ripped my jacket off and put this on me. He said I had to look Nepali.
So, same with Lincoln 10. I wasn't aware that I have to do this table talk.
Neither did I.
Yeah, so we are both surprised. But never mind. I've known Melissa for 20-something years.
Let's not age ourselves.
And so we're going to have a chat. Alright? We'll just have a chat. So have you been to Nepal?
No.
Would you like to?
I would love to.
So what if the 70th anniversary...
I think Dinesh actually said he was going to take me to Nepal one of these days.
Okay. He said that to me too. So he'll take both of us.
I think he's going to take both of us.
What do you think of all our females today? Don't they look so beautiful?
I do. I absolutely love coming to the Nepali event because all of the women look so beautifully colourful and all of the men are also very colourful. But not many wearing this jacket though.
So, come on men, give a hand to all the females in this room. Dressed up like that. So Melissa, today is the 69th anniversary of Nepal. What do you know about Nepal?
Well, you know, apart from well, I do know a little bit about Everest in the sense that, you know, today is obviously the Everest Day, and I think it's a fantastic thing that we're acknowledging the very day that Sir Ed Hillary and Tenzing Norgay Sherpa has actually reached the summit. And apart from that, it is also a celebration of the Nepali community in New Zealand, I think. And also, you know, the great work that both New Zealand, the relationship between New Zealand as a result of that relationship between Sir Ed and Tenzing Norgay, and the relationship between New Zealand and Nepal as well, and the community.
So, we've only got 6 minutes.
Oh, really? Okay, I'll just try and keep it very short.
I'm going to ask, what food do you like best?
Oh, you know, I love momo.
Momos.
I love momos.
Which place in Auckland you get the best momo, you think?
Dinesh Khadka's place.
Yes, I love momos too. There's all kinds. In fact, we Chinese and even Koreans do a lot of dumplings, but I love the Nepalese momos. Fantastic. Thank you.
And next time I go to your place, you need to cut up hot chilies with a bit of soy sauce, and then I dip it. That's how I like it better.
So I got only one last question, and that is, next year we are celebrating the 70th anniversary of Everest Day. How can we as residents in New Zealand carry this sort of mindset towards that 70th? What can we do as ordinary residents in New Zealand?
I would have thought that the community, the organisation, the Nepali Himalayan Trust, we should all sort of put our thinking cap together to do a big celebration. As a nation, I think, I would have thought that they would have already thought about the funding implications from the government, so we can actually do a massive event. Also from the city councils, because you don't want to just do it in Auckland. You can do an event in Parliament, but you actually want to take it to the community. And if you haven't actually already secured funding, and if you need a little bit of support from the local MPs, you've actually got people there, including the National Party leader, as well as other MPs who've actually sent messages, as well as me. You've got friends in Parliament who can actually support your cause. So I would hope that you would actually do that.
Yeah. Take your advice. All of us will put in our thinking cap, and what I really want to advise each one of you to start thinking at least one item that you can contribute to the 70th anniversary for Everest Day next year. Anything else you want to talk to the people, Melissa?
Well, I just obviously like to acknowledge Lady June Hillary. It's lovely to actually see you, and I seem to only see you at Everest Day, and you're looking absolutely fabulous, and thank you for being here. And David Gibbs, it's always a pleasure, the Honorary Consul General of Nepal, and he's such a champion of Nepali and New Zealand relationship. And Mr. Kul Maga from Canberra, thank you so much for being here, because I think it's really important that someone from the embassy in Canberra in Australia having to actually come all the way here for the celebrations in New Zealand. And also the President, Udav Adhikari, thank you for the invitation. And everyone here, especially the children who are actually not paying attention, love your outfits, love your colour, and thank you for being here, because I think all of us, your parents, your grandparents, do this because of your future in New Zealand. So you should be grateful every time, every day, and thank your parents. Thank you. And I do my job for you guys too.
So the fact is, the Nepalese community, especially in Tamaki Makaurau, is actually quite a minority group. But because of their unity, their passion, look at what we see today. It's just amazing. You are inspirational to us. So thank you so much. And Melissa, thank you for putting on that jacket. You look gorgeous.
I don't actually just wear the jacket to look good. I actually wear it in solidarity with the community, and I just want you to all know that I'm the National Party spokesperson for the ethnic communities, and I'm the MP responsible for you and reflecting your views in Parliament. So my phone number is available to you anytime. You can always call me. Thank you.
Thank you. And it's so great to see all of you, especially some of my friends here. I could see many different ethnic groups here celebrating 69th anniversary of Everest Day. Congratulations.
Well, thank you so much, Jessica and Melissa. Well, women can. Moving on to our second cultural performance, I would like to call upon Ms. Ankita Katani. Now, I have been told that she is an amazing singer. I haven't heard her before, but I am very much looking forward to her performance. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Ankita Katani with a big round of applause.
I'm really honored to be a part of this special event today. Last year I was in Hamilton, and I'm very privileged to be here today performing in Auckland with such huge dignitaries whom I've never met, but I'm so happy to meet you guys today. Thank you so much for having me here. And today the song I'm gonna sing, it has a very powerful meaning. I'm speaking in English because so that every one of you can understand. I'll also use Nepali if you don't mind. So आजको गीत चाहिँ एकदमै पावरफुल मिनिङ भएको छ अनि मैले स्पेशली यो गीत आजको दिनको लागि नै चुज गरेको हो ताकि हामी सबैलाई यो भित्रबाट हाम्रो नेपाली कल्चरको लागि एकदम धेरै माया होस् है. If I make any mistake, please forgive me.
He honore he kurore ki te atua, he manarongo ki te whenua, he whakaro pai ki ngā tangata katoa. E nā mana whenua no tēnei rohe, tēnei ara koutou katoa. E nā rau rangatira mā no karangatanga maha, tēnei ara koutou. No reira tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnei ara tātou katoa. And namaste to everyone. I am surprised as always when you come to an event and then you come to support the event and you get called up on stage to speak. So I must acknowledge firstly Lady June for your presence here today, our Honorary Consul Peter, as well as our diplomatic representative from Canberra, Mr. Kul Bahadur. Wonderful to see you, sir. And our Member of Parliament, Melissa Lee, for the National Party. Great to see you, Melissa. And all the other dignitaries here today. I stand here very humbled because to be in the presence of Lady June, who has spent so much of time supporting Sir Edmund Hillary, and to think of two such iconic New Zealanders, for us to be in a room with you is so profound and so in awe, really. When we think about what Sir Edmund Hillary has accomplished on a global scale, along with our Sherpa Tenzing Norgay, I can only, as a young person growing up, living with the memories and living with the accomplishments of somebody like Sir Edmund Hillary, we could only wish one day to be in such presence. So Lady June, I just want to express to you our appreciation and thanks for all the years of support that you provided to Sir Edmund Hillary, for all the gratitude and work that you continue to do in terms of your presence, of being here today and honoring us with that presence. I look at all our Nepali community and what they have done over many years to support New Zealand and to help New Zealand foster a closer relationship with the people of Nepal, as well as to be peaceful and contributing members of New Zealand society, is simply stunning. And when I think that we could all be in many other places today, you have chosen to come here at the age of 91 to be with us, and I could think that that is really the spirit of Sir Edmund. While he accomplished something that was on a global scale, the first, he never forgot the people of Nepal. He never forgot the everyday people and what they were and what they continued to need and require, but also to foster their friendship with him. And I think there's no greater attribute that we could want as people, just to say that we care for you, we love you, we're grateful for the opportunity that you have given us, but we will never forget you. And I think that's what you and your family have done and done so well. And we as New Zealanders, as Nepalis, I think globally people can always remember that simple act of kindness to say that you have enriched our lives and we will always be here for you is something that we will always take with us. So on behalf of our Commissioner, we are here following in the tradition of simply saying that we see you, we care for you, we value you as Nepali New Zealanders. We are so grateful for the opportunity to come and acknowledge this iconic day in the history of our country, and it would have not been possible if it were not for the vision and support of Sir Edmund Hillary and his family and Tenzing Norgay Sherpa and the people of Nepal. So long may that partnership continue, and long may we continue to come together and celebrate Everest Day and make it bigger, better, and something really in the iconic calendar of New Zealand celebrations. Nō reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā rā koutou katoa.
Short height problem, I need to fix the mic every time. That's all good. Moving on to the next segment, and we are back with our second auction. So if you want to win, this is your chance. This is the second and the last item. Over to you, Dr. Sanjay Rasini.
Thank you. So it's your opportunity to win this cash, to win this note. Elena ji. So hello again. So I'm here to sell the second item of the auction today. It's a $5 bill signed by Sir Edmund Hillary, which has his own photo, and the note is framed, and we sell as it is in a frame. Actually, it is a priceless note, but we have put some price so that you can take it home and put it in your living room. All right? So, because you please show it to all who haven't seen it before. So this is the item we are selling now. This is a $5 bill signed by Sir Edmund Hillary, which is framed, and we will sell as it is. So the base price for this item is $1,000, which is actually nothing. You know, like if you look at the history and everything. So anybody, $1,000. Achuttai, it's your turn again. $1,000. Oh, we got a buyer on the phone. $1,000 already in there. Anybody from that corner? $1,000. Maybe $1,000 and $5. 1,000 plus 5. No? Okay. Anybody from the front row? Over here? There in the back? $1,000? So it's $1,000 one? $1,000? Plus $5. 1,000 plus 5. So now we're getting the heat. Yeah. So come on. 1,000 plus 5. Anybody? 1,000 plus $5. 1,100. We got 1,100 from this corner. So anybody, $1,100. I'm so excited. $1,100. Plus 5, anybody? 1,100 plus 5 or even 2? That should work. $1,100. One. $1,100. You can come back whenever we are ready. $1,100 plus $1,100 two. Anybody? Final call. $1,100 two.
Yeah.
like a very innovative love to our performers. Another beautiful performance to entertain all of us. On that note, it's time for me to say thank you so much and hand over the microphone to our event coordinator, Mr. Vinod Acharya. But before that, everyone, thank you.
Excellent performance, beautiful dances, and there are wonderful things happen today. Some people, I thought they are different profession, but they are doing excellent job today. For instance, I must say, Dr. Sanjay Marasen, he is an eye doctor, but he is very good in auction. He might be the good estate agent in future. Thank you, Sanjay. And another lady I can see, Jyoti Aryal. She is I think she is also an eye student or eye doctor, I don't know. But her dances were fabulous. And I can see other guy, Bhushan Bhandari. He is IT profession, and I thought I met him in 5 years in Solukhumbu. He is dancing like Sherpa, fantastic, and Anjana too. Thank you very much all. Good evening, everyone. Let us finish this vote of thanks. Then we will have food together. But everybody was saying today, dal bhat tarkari, and we are also going to have dal bhat tarkari after this event. I hope it's fantastic. So, and there are other people who are not Nepalese by descent, but they speak in Nepali. That's very good, very touch to us as well. And this is also golden chance for us to thank Philkov, who was the chief guest of event today. I think he is already left. And the guest of honor, Lady June Hilary, including Meng Pun, Melissa Lee, Peter Hilary, Gul Bahadur Magar, our acting ambassador to Nepal, Australia and New Zealand from the Nepal government, Peter Gibbs. Few people here to deserve today for special thanks. Without their support, this event won't be possible, and their dedication and hard work are appreciated. Those people are Mr. Vikas Pokhrel, General Secretary of New Zealand. NRNA New Zealand, Uddhav Adhikari, Dr. Santosh Bhandare, Ranu Tamrakar, Dinesh Khadka, Peter Hilary and his team, Jessica Fuyang, Lincoln Tan, radio journalist, and beautiful cultural performer. I must say their name, Bhushan Bhandari again, Anjana, Anu Deke, Alisha Shrestha, Sangeeta Shrestha, Ankita Ghatani, beautiful song, Bimala Galaju, Jyoti Aryal, Sangeeta Thapa, Sophia Patak, Anushka Bhandari, Drishti Bhandari, Angela Bhandari, and many others who maybe I haven't mentioned name here, but their contribution and support are appreciated. Thank you all for attending. attending this wonderful event, and let us have food together later. So I would like to hand over some certificates here. Anita Pandey, please come on the stage. Anita Pandey. No. Ujjwal, Anita Pandey here. Yes, bhai. Ujjwal. Madan Chapagai, Nirpa Rimal, Sanjeev Kharel, Sarda Kisi.
पुरस्कार ले रहे हैं तब डाली अंतर
जय गोरखा एफसी
यो चाहिँ के हो ब्रदर
मोमोको फन्डरेजर
ए मोमो यहाँ चाहिँ
या त्यो चाहिँ त्यही हिमालयन ट्रस्टलाई
कहाँबाट आफू
म भने दिनेशको आउटडोर छोरा
दिनेश दाइको छोरा ओके
अनि मेरो भाइ चाहिँ त्यही स्कुलको लागि छ उसलाई हेल्प गर्नुलाई
सही हो थ्याङ्क यू
I know you know what you did, so I'm turning the radio up. Don't wanna hear it's too late for apologize. Lately I've realized that what goes around comes back around. Goes around, comes back around. You should never have to make excuses for his behavior towards you, the one he loses. I know they seem to understand now, but they will never change, no matter how hard you try. Don't call me up, I know you know what you did, so I'm turning the radio up. Don't wanna hear it's too late for apologize. Lately I've realized that what goes around comes back around. What goes around comes back around. Look so pretty on the outside, got the eyes